AFTV, are we going through? 3-0. My man has come all the way from Egypt. He's suggesting caution. But 3-0.
We stay humble, but we're...
Well, I wouldn't say stay humble. That wouldn't be the way that I would go about things. I wouldn't go gung-ho when we go there, but I wouldn't do what was suggested by another fan earlier tonight and say don't even go beyond the halfway line. I think you can give them too much respect.
Yeah.
And what we did tonight at the beginning of the game, I felt was that we looked at the team, the players that are on their team sheets, in fantasy football, are the players that you need to be scared of. And when they got on the pitch, they didn't look like those players to be scared of. And they didn't even look like Real Madrid. I thought they were going to come out in their all white gleaming kit. They come out in this battleship grey kit. And they didn't look like the great team that we're expecting.
That's because we didn't let them look like that team, did we?
Right.
Well, that's the question, because at the beginning of the game, before the game, it was a very, very special atmosphere. We came here and it's almost like this is what we come to football for nights like this. And I know sort of that the guy that runs Real Madrid was very much behind the Champions League, the Super League, and I'm thinking, is that a good idea? Do we want nights like this every week? And then I was thinking, we have nights like this because it's special, because it doesn't come around that often. The last time we played them was 2006.
They were showing it on the screen before the game.
Yeah, we beat them 1-0 at the Bernabeu. I was there. That was a special night. Even more special was coming back and 0-0. They have a fantastic pedigree in this competition. They have beaten 111 teams in the history of this competition. But one of the teams they've never beat in any competition, whether it be friendlies or competitive football, is Arsenal. They haven't even beat us in friendlies. In 1962, we beat them 3-1. In Lee Dixon's testimonial in '99, we beat them 3-1. In competitive football,
We say we got their number.
I think if you look at the stats we do, Kelechi mentioned the Opta supercomputer, the Opta stats. If you look at that, I think Barcelona have the highest coefficient at 98.5. We're slightly behind them with 98.4. Real Madrid are in third place with 98.1. Everything points towards us going through. So to answer that question, you can only look at the facts in front of you. The performances tonight. But I think the thing that really gives me the confidence, forget all the stats, is the desire that Arsenal showed. And they wanted it more than Real Madrid tonight. They went out, and for me, I felt that it was far more important for Arsenal to get through than Real Madrid. And now Real Madrid have got a fantastic pedigree in this competition, but maybe they haven't got the same desire to win it. Again,
it's Real Madrid, man. They always want to win this competition. They're going to have the desire to win it. They've just been done by a great, and two fantastic free kicks by Declan Rice tonight.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying they don't have the desire, but what I saw tonight was a greater desire from Arsenal than from Real Madrid, and that is what made tonight even more special. Yes, we had the flicks. Yes, we had great possession. We had 12 shots, 11 of them on target. We talk about efficiency in front of goal, but we got 11 shots on target from 12 attempts. Fantastic. But what really differentiated us from them tonight was the fact that we put in that effort. We had the desire that they didn't have.
Can we go through? It is only half time, as they say. We've got to go to the Bernabeu. That is a tough place to go to. Even their fans will still believe. If that was it, right, they're 3-0 down, man, be like, yeah, bro.
Remember Barcelona?
They'll be like,
Remember Barcelona?
yeah, Robbie, man, my ticket's on the ticket exchange. What's the point, right? But those fans over there, they'll still believe that they can go through.
Got the attack, man.
Can we go through?
Well, the answer is, of course we can go through. We should go through.
What do you feel?
No, I felt look we'd go through anyway. I felt it'd be a lot closer than it was. I can't pretend I came here thinking that Arsenal would win by 3 goals. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting an Arsenal win, and I was expecting a draw over there. I'm now expecting a win over there because I don't actually believe that they believe after tonight. I don't believe their fans believe. I didn't hear their fans. I mean, I saw some of their fans after the game. They looked defeated. They didn't look to me like fans that were going to. Yeah, they didn't look like people that were. Yeah, we're going to beat you 4-0 back at our place next week. They looked defeated, but their team also looked defeated. You know, at the end, they look finished. I'm not saying they are, but if I base it on the statistics, if I base it on past performances, if I base it on what I've seen of Arsenal and this Arteta Arsenal and this idea of being humble, I mean, the translation for me of being humble is not going over there and thinking we're going to win. He will drill into the players exactly what you're saying, that it is half time and that we can't just go there and think we've won. And I think Arsenal will go there with that desire, with those performances, and I don't think they'll have it. And I think I don't want to say we'll walk it over there, but I don't think it'll be that tight either.